We always do on this live of ours, on this channel of ours. Um, want to give thanks to the primordial mother who has 10,000 names, 10,000 titles, whom created the universe, all of the galaxies, also all of the dimensions, who is also deeply connected and rooted to this planet, whom never get the credit where credit is due. We say we love you and appreciate you, and I say to you and Ayi Abobo to you. We want to give thanks to the ancestral spirits of creation. We want to give thanks to all the archangels, the angels, the ancestors. On that note, we come to you, dear primordial mother, to the throne to ask for your guidance, protection, your love, your support, your loving touch. Most of all, your divine intelligence, your divine comfort, and truthfully, most definitely, to help reveal the wolves in sheep's clothing that are literally lying to the people, trying to play with their souls because they are using their souls to harness the energy that they lack. So we ask you to protect them and protect us and to guide us to the next level of the events that are going to be occurring and taking place. On that note, we say we love you. Ashe, Ashe, Ayi, Abobo. Let's go. All right. A lot of wolves are going to be revealed. Are going to start to be revealed and are going to start showing themselves. A lot of these people claim to be so conscious, so this and so that. A lot of them can be intellectual and charismatic. My thing to all of you: be careful of them because they are really trying their best to drain and take your energy. They know what time it is. They know what they're doing. They know that their time been up. So what's going to happen? A lot of the wolves are going to start turning on each other. They're going to start turning on the pack because the feasting and the harnessing of the energies that they're feeding off of are going to go through a serious awakening. They're going to go through a serious awakening where they're going to realize that they've been lied to by the people that they've been watching, by the people that they thought that were highly evolved and highly spiritual. The whole time, these beings are literally will be crashing out at a rapid state. They will be beefing with one another for no apparent reason. You're going to see all these so called conscious people beefing for no reason because the frequency have changed, but that ancient energy that we've been talking about on this channel is going to finally hit them hard because their heart chakra is not open. I've been telling y'all on our channel that the heart chakra is very significant. These last couple of years, I've been telling y'all that. The heart chakra is very important to go to the next level. The heart chakra is going to be weighed on these wolves. And when I'm telling you it's going to be weighed, if you don't know who Mayat is, this is where we are at. Peace, how you doing? We are at now what they consider judgment on these souls, on those that have the pure hearts. Because now the wolves are going to show you that they don't have no heart, they don't have no soul, and they're going to start beefing with each other, crashing out on one another. Just watch. Then you're going to start seeing how the planet is going to evolve. Peace, I love this. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, beloved. We're about to see how a lot of these people that claim to be aware are going to really go through a cash out setting or a cashing out situation for no apparent reason. This is why it's very serious that we stay away from that and watch the fireworks. Watch the fireworks. Watch how a lot of people start turning on each other. Okay? This is why We stay low over here. We just watch everything, and all we focus on is the primordial creator, and we talk about the chakras and how she's connected to all the daggone different sciences that was passed down in the so-called melanated community and so on. And at the same time, we talk about the bloodline as much as we can and try to be positive and try to do our best to raise our vibrations over here. Watch how the wolves start turning on each other because of the sheer hunger, because they need the feast on the energy of the ones that have been going through the awakenings. Because the ones that's going through the awakenings, they're trying to find home to those that are like them. And they are on different channels on these different wolves in sheep's clothing, and they're feasting off their energy. Because you can tell a person who they really are by looking into their eyes. And a lot of them that you see on these YouTube streets that claim to be so aware, they are soulless. And all they want to do is feast. I didn't say all of them. There's too many wolves on the YouTube channel that claim to be aware. You have to be careful and be mindful. They know what they're doing. A lot of time they'll probably talk about themselves, the lure you in, and say that they go through these particular symptoms, knowing damn well they never been through those symptoms before. They got it from what they call TikTok and other YouTube channels. This is not a shot. I'm just telling you what I know and what I've been observing. They also use other people's teachings and never give them a shout out. They'll do anything in their power. How you doing? Peace, how you doing? They'll do anything in their power to just keep on feasting, because that's what wolves like to do in packs. But when sometimes the packs will turn on each other. Okay? So keep your eyes open on the stuff that's about to start taking place. Keep your eyes and ears open. Be mindful about how these people talk on YouTube. Those that we love on YouTube that do the work, we give them a shout out here on our channel. But a lot of them are after your money. A lot of them are after your soul. They're after you for you being their subscribers. A lot of them they are also coerce you that they know this and they know that, and they really don't know a damn thing. They're just trying to get you in. You understand? Some of them will also say that they're from another planet. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you the truth. Someone will say they're from another planet. Someone will say that they're chosen. Someone will say all kinds of stuff just to lure you in. But I'm telling y'all, that's dangerous. These wolves are going to start crashing out on each other, start attacking one another, because the simple fact is their time has been up. Now, I've been telling y'all that this is the sun cycle that we're in. Shout out to Dr. Malachi York on that. We are in the sun cycle, which is dealing with the divine feminine energy that's coming. I've been telling y'all that this divine feminine energy is ancient. I said it was going to start this time and all the way through. Then I not. It's coming. It's here. You can feel it. You can feel the energy change. There's so many different portals they're going to say that's going to open this year coming, because technically speaking, we're still in 2025 on the Gregorian calendar until the spring solstice. During this time, you're going to start seeing a lot of people that claim to be aware really start showing their true colors. They're not playing. Let me tell you, the ancestors are not playing. The divine, the primordial creator is not playing. Those that are going through the awakening symptoms, some of you are having a hard time sleeping, waking up wee hours in the night. Some of you probably have your ears ringing like crazy. Many of you are going through episodes where you're having premonitions. And I know they buffer me again because they play with my numbers on here on our channel. So many of you are going through so many different episodes spiritually that's waking you up. And some of you having the premonitions and so on. Some of you are having so many premonitions that you can't even really rest. Some of you having so many different visions you can't rest. Some of you are going through things probably if you're working at your job where you know that it's like a different feeling. Like you're able to see how people really look spiritually, that is. I'm just naming some examples. These are not all the examples. Some of you are going through so many different obstacles in life that you're doing everything in your power to make sure that you win, but there's always an obstacle getting in the way. And I'm telling you, a lot of people that you watch, they'll say things like this and probably more just to lure you in. Because you are someone or something very unique. And they need to feed off your loose. You got a lot of them calling themselves chosen. You have a lot of them calling themselves this. They call themselves extraterrestrial. They say that they're royalty from a daggone extraterrestrial bloodline. They go into all kinds of stuff just so they can lure you in. Because know it or not, you are currency to them, not just financially, but spiritually. And these wolves know their time is up. They know their time is up. They don't care. This is the beginning of that final showdown that's coming soon. So be ready. They're not playing anymore. They do anything in their power to get what they want, and that is your energy. Your currency also is your etheric body. It's connected to your etheric body, the energy in you. That's what they feed off the loose. That's the currency to them. They'll bring fear also to you. These wolves are very cunning. They find ways to manipulate to get what they want from you. That is why they're going to start being revealed. So keep your eyes and ears open. They know what time it is. This is their last and final straw. Many of them are going to start coming out and confessing in their own way that they are what you call an agent. Shout out to the brother Price is the King for that. Shout out to Mother Shelley, Kason, Smurf, all of the mods. Shout out to all of you. All of the subscribers, shout out to you. I'm not here to talk bad about anybody. I'm here to let you know to keep your eyes and ears open. Those that are doing the work, we give them shout outs over here all the time. Those that we know that are wolves in sheep's clothing, we don't even, you forever remain nameless. What we do, we give people hints about you wolves because y'all have hidden agendas. Y'all want followers. Y'all want followers to create a cult. We don't want followers over here. We want people to just open up their mind, free their mind, and start thinking for self. Nobody over here is trying to build a following. We not like that over here. We don't need followers. We need people to be thinkers, logical, spiritual, independent, holding accountability, knowing that they are connected to the divine, and they need to understand that they are. We are different over here. We don't need to ask our subscribers for things. We literally take our time to teach, to motivate, to show, to bring the receipts. We use TikTok only, like TikTok information only, to confirm what we've been talking about on this channel. We use the internet to show what is true, what we talk about on this channel. We don't go on TikTok and take people's information and then start talking it like we actually live in it and don't know how to answer the question. We don't do that over here. Because when you start asking spiritual questions, you need to know the answer as much as possible, know how to answer it. Or if you can't get to them, you let them know, hey, I'll get right back to you on probably the next live, or give me a few lives. We don't take people's information from TikTok. We don't regurgitate. Once again, this is not a shot. I'm just calling it out from what I see now. And that's not just me. A lot of the mods on this channel know exactly what we're talking about. We talk about it a lot over here. And when I say we, I'm talking about yours truly, the mods, the ones that talk outside of YouTube. We don't have time for regurgitation. It's all about education, motivation, and most of all, we need to start dealing with doing things by bringing forth the illustration. Those three things, we got to bring: the illustration, the motivation. What's the other thing? And the education. And what that causes? That causes the separation from us, from them. That's what it does. We separate ourselves from those wolves, because the wolves know that their time has been up for a long time. So they're going to do all they can in their power to take as many souls with them. And that's what they want to feed off of. Don't believe me? Keep your eyes open on a lot of these people that claim to be soul aware and conscious. Because with the followers come currency, not just financially, but spiritually. Y'all need to start looking into people's eyes. I'm telling you, you guys start looking at these people's eyes. A lot of times they'll wear shades to cover their eyes so you can't read them. I don't know what you mean by you, but seriously, I don't know what you mean by you. So you gotta make it clear, because you said you. I don't know what you mean. Um, that's what I'm trying to let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Um, because they're gonna start revealing themselves, and a lot of them, you can start seeing that they have no soul at all when you look into their eyes. Seriously, because they don't care. They don't have the empathy. They don't care about people. All they care about is themselves and them feasting. So y'all gonna watch how these daggone wolves are gonna be like really crashing out on each other, attacking each other, going back and forth with one another. You can have some of them that's gonna bring fault. What they call it? They're gonna bring an alliance, but it's gonna be a false alliance. What about my name? I can't. I don't understand. You said you what? Know your name. I don't understand that. Peace. How you doing? Is that Bailey Smith? How are you? But yeah, keep your eyes open on all of that though. All right, y'all, because they out here literally crashing out on each other, and they're gonna keep on doing it. Um, stay low, stay away. Just watch the whole thing in display. And most of all, keep your, you are name. I don't know what that means. Okay. What I was saying. Keep yourself separated from those that are like that, beloveds. Please lay low, observe, use discernment. Okay. A lot of people that are claiming to be conscious are going to start crashing out on each other, beloved. You'll see. You shall see. It's happening. Um, it's going to be more to come because this is dealing with the heart chakra. I'm telling y'all that ancient energy that is dealing with the divine feminine energy. If your heart chakra is not right, they're going to start crashing out. I'm telling y'all. We are now dealing with the order of Mayat. Why do you think everybody's talking about the awakening of Tiamat, what they call Leviathan? Why do y'all think this is happening? This is dealing with Mayat. Mayat is one of her 10,000 names. This is dealing with the heart chakra. Many of them going to be crashing out on each other, talking all kinds of nonsense about one another. Then you're going to start seeing false alliances, and those false alliances are going to crumble because they're going to be one. These people are going to be acting like one and the same, different names. I'm telling y'all, this is why we lay low over here on this channel. We just watch the fireworks and we keep on keeping the daggone program going. Over here, we talk about the divine feminine, masculine, all of that over here. But right now, we've been talking about the divine feminine because she was the one that created the masculine. I don't think they are. I don't know about all of that. I'm not on no daggone ecstasy. I don't know what you're talking about. So no, I'm not a monk. Not at all. I'm not a monk at all. So it's just that you say I'm on some kind of ecstasy. Nah, no one got time for this. Let me see what you're saying. Oh no, I'm not a like I said, I'm not a monk. I'm just saying like this. It's like I protect my crown for a reason. You gotta protect your crown like while you're out in the open, out in public, because you don't know who trying to do anything to you spiritually. That's just how the way it is. Okay. Bad enough I show my face on here. Eventually I wasn't gonna show my face, but I show it. But just keep your eyes and ears open though. Like seriously, y'all. They out here. Just watch how they move and watch how they think. No. Oh yeah, I am. I am. I am. I am. Not bad. I had to think about. Yeah, I'm subscribed to them, but I don't watch them like that. I don't. I stopped watching them like years ago. It's something. I just kind of back away from certain things because I'm starting to question a lot of people that claim to be aware. Conscious is not the word I want to use anymore. I more use like aware, or I don't even use the terminology woke. Woke that's been used and abused. You understand? So, because there's too many people saying that they chosen out here, and it's really it's making me wonder like where are they getting this information from? Why or how are you chosen? Who made you chosen? Y'all have to remember there are low vibrational entities that walk in and walk around this earth. They came through cracks and cracks of doorways that are portals, and they incarnate into the physical body every day. I'm telling y'all, man, and they manifest and turn into these spiritual wolves that feed off your loosh, that feed off your energy, that feed off that particular currency, and also feed off you financially. They constantly keep on mentioning stuff that deal with money. Let me tell you, you should not have to pay for knowledge, man. You should not have to pay for getting an Akashic record done. Because if they were really serious about that, and they know if they really about that, they wouldn't be charging an arm and a leg for stuff like that. When it come down to getting paperwork done for your nationality and all that, they should not be paying your arm and a leg for that. I'm just talking about stuff like that in general, just for an example. You should not have to pay an arm and a leg to somebody to get genealogy done and all of that. Why do we have to come here, suffer, heal, and hope to stay safe? Like why all of the pain? You really want to get into deep? Okay, now this is from a perspective that I'm gonna answer you from yours truly, right? We come here. Some of us volunteer to come here to go through the experiences. These experiences also are going to transform us into something greater than what we already are. It can also cause us to show more self-love to ourselves, to elevate to another level, to come across somebody later down the line that probably go through something similar that what we went through, and we can also become a helping hand. Sometimes we can drop little jewels or nuggets to help them in their life so they can go ahead and progress and start doing their own research and finding themselves. You get what I'm saying? You're not here to save the world. You're here to do the best that you can to make changes in it by starting with self. Does that make any sense, beloved? Because that's the only way I can see it right now. Because it doesn't hurt to find a person through social media or whatever that has something that's relatable, but you have to use discernment, if that make any sense. You have to study the soul of the individual before listening to them. Because some people don't have a soul. That's just what it is. Okay. The healing part takes time. It don't happen overnight. That's why you have to go through the healing, go through the do the shadow work of self healing, and also finding ways to heal yourself from anything that took place with you within your life. In order for you to progress, you have to finally accept your pain and go through the healing process of going through self healing methods. It could be meditation. Heck, sometimes you might need to go to therapy, whatever the case may be, to start finding out more about yourself, to go through that healing journey, to finally get to where you need to go to progress. You don't want to regress. And I hope you got and understand what I'm saying. So that's why we have to be careful who we listen to, because we also have to have that balance of listening to who we think that are great. Be mindful, listen to the information, and also look at them if you can see them in the eyes and see their soul to see if they're truly genuine. Discernment is so key. By you being a spiritual being living a human experience, you have that gift. Many of us do, of discernment. Not all of us, because some of us are still asleep. So I just want to share this with you all, let you know that this is not bringing any fear, but it's bringing awareness. because many of us fall victim to listening to people that we think are so great and phenomenal. But you got to remember, they're living a human experience too, even if they don't have a soul. Got that? And the ones that don't have no soul that's living a human experience, what their job is to feast off the louche, off your spirit, off that etheric body. That's what it is all about with them. Those that have a soul, you'll be able to know. That's why this is real serious when I told y'all. That's why I told you they're being judged by my eye right now. That's the heart chakra. And by them not having a soul, they don't have a heart. Guess what's going to happen? They're going to fall to the wayside. And you're going to see it and witness it. The key thing to do right now is to be observant and watch, hear, see. You'll be surprised. Because the next thing you're going to see, you're going to start seeing a lot of these pastors crashing out next. Because a lot of them already doing it. I'm telling y'all. We're going to see some stuff this coming year in the spring solstice. We're starting to see it now. We're going to see more. And my eyes on the weather, please. Keep your eyes on the weather. And keep your eyes on that serpent, that dragon that's in the water. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm going to say shout out to Asila Duke of Tears for confirming about Tiamat being real. In other videos, we talked about how Tiamat is connected to not just the Kundalini, but the mitochondrial DNA. Yes, the weather is being controlled a lot. I don't know what coastal region you're on, east or west, but we had a snowstorm. Was it a couple weeks ago? And they talked about another one this weekend. That's what they're talking about. And they're doing that also to control Tiamat. Louisiana, okay. What they're not telling you, my family's originally from there on my father's side, my grandfather. Can I speak on something real quick to you about Louisiana? Are you melanated or are you not? I just want to know. It's no big deal. I just want to know because I'm going to tell you something about Louisiana regardless. I don't give a damn. I'm going to tell you. Louisiana is totally connected to Haiti. Louisiana is one of the homes. Okay. You don't know what that is. Okay. Are you a woman? I know I'm just asking. Are you male, female? Because I'm about to go into something real quick. Okay. Because this is what I'm about to go into real quick. Male, okay. When I mean melanated, right? How old are you first and foremost? Bailey, how old are you? That's what I should ask. How old are you? I just want to know your age so we can go ahead. 35. Okay. Now, when I say melanated meaning are you copper asking? Okay. There's a reason why I'm about to get into this. What's in your DNA? What's in your bloodline? All this is I'm going to tell you how all this matters. What's in your DNA? What's in your bloodline? What do you have in your DNA? What nationality do you have in you? What is your nationality? What do you have in your bloodline? Because I'm about to show you how all this is connected. So I'm going to wait until you answer that. I need to know what you have in your bloodline, all of that. Okay? Because there's a real significance about Louisiana. It's connected to Haiti or Haiti. The original inhabitants of Louisiana, they were copper-colored people. The people from Haiti are originally from here because Haiti is also part of the United States. Okay? We practice your native. Okay. Now, do you speak Creole down there, or you speak Creole down there? Just I need to know all this about you because I'm about to show you this. You gotta find. You said you're native, so okay, I got you on that. Here's the kicker. Haiti is connected to Louisiana. We practice a certain practice. You don't speak. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We practice a certain practice before colonizers came. This kept us in tune with nature, right? It kept us in tune with nature that we used to call on hurricanes and everything on our own. Okay, the weather's being controlled because there's things going on in Louisiana about, and mainly that is the people that are the original inhabitants over there or down there. Okay, um, Haiti, Louisiana have a serious connection because of these practices and because of the people. It's very rich down there. Um, there was an empress that passed away back in 2000, I think 16 or 18. Verdiasi, I think that's her name. Verdiasi Gaston L. Bay, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She was the empress of the Washita. She took the United States corporation to court and won for the illegal purchase of Louisiana, all the above. The list goes on. The thing is, it's very rich down there in certain resources that they're not talking about, and also the people. It is also a portal in Louisiana. There's a lot of things that go on in Louisiana that's actually mystical, and that brothers and sisters in Haiti know. So their thing is with Louisiana, they trying to get a lot of the people out of there because of what happened, and also the portal that's there. So that's why Louisiana sometimes get a lot of hurricanes. A lot of them hurricanes are engineered. Of course, it's rough, but it's portals there. That's why, because people dealing with some of the people that's messing with them portals don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. When they fooling with the portals, they're bringing in negative energy that they don't even know how to get rid of. Know it or not. So there's a thing that's been going on for a long time. That's what I want to tell you real quick about that connection, if that made any sense to you. But they have it's a portal down there, especially in New Orleans. And there's things going on in New Orleans that they don't really talk about. Like you heard about the werewolves down there, correct? Have you ever heard about the werewolves down there? I think they call them the Lugaroo or the Rougarou. They're well known down there. There's a lot of mystical things that go down there in Louisiana. So, a lot of us know. And also, you got spirits that literally walk around like humans, and they disguise themselves as human. They're not really human. This is not a joke. As I said, the portals are real. Of course, that's also the connection to Louis. That's also the connection to Haiti. That's the practice that I was talking about. That's the practice I was talking about. That the original people was using over here before the colonizers came. They were one with nature. Don't you know that's dealing with you connecting back to nature, which is connecting back to Tiamat. If you don't know who Tiamat is, I had did a live on our channel about her. It's also connected to the X chromosome, the XX chromosome, which is dealing with the mitochondrial, the Eve gene. also connected to what you call the Kundalini. Okay, this is how serious this is. All right, and you have people that I was talking about earlier that are the wolves in sheep's clothing that feast off of people's loosh, their etheric energy, their body, their etheric body. That's their currency along with their finances. These wolves are out there. You understand? So, yeah. So that's what I want to let y'all know. You got to start looking at these beings, man. These beings ain't playing. They not playing. But New Orleans, yeah, that's the true connection. That's one of the main connections. And a lot of brothers and sisters down there that's Haitian, they down there. So a lot of them have the Haitian bloodline. They know. You have not just voodoo or voodoo, you also have hoodoo, okay? That's being practiced down there. No problem. Welcome to the channel though. I'm just letting you know, like you gotta know, do a fate, do something for yourself. Find out your family ancestry even more. You gotta go deeper into that. You have to go deeper into that. Because then you're gonna start connecting dots for yourself. That's gonna help you along the journey. Trust me. That bloodline is very important. If you don't know about your bloodline, everything that's about to happen, you're gonna get caught in the crossfire. You need to know. Seriously. Because I'm telling y'all, all these earthquakes that's happening, hurricanes, tornadoes, all of this stuff is dealing with that resurrection of that Tiamat energy that I've been telling y'all about. Listen, remember, sometime last like the months and like was it months ago over there in Ethiopia. Remember that earthquake that did not erupt for 12,000 years finally erupted. That is also connected to the whole thing dealing with Tiamat. Remember Japan had got hit with back-to-back earthquakes. That's also connected to her. Um, there's volcanic activity going on in Oregon. Shout out to Mother Shelley Casey for that. Um, there's volcanic activity going on over there in Oregon that they're not talking about. There are volcanoes over there in Oregon. People don't even know that or erupt. So there's things going on in the West Coast. How all these earthquakes that had like certain earthquakes, and there was a certain flood over there in California. I forgot how long ago. That's all dealing with Tiamat too. Do y'all know one of the mods, Mother Shelley Casey, told me that that Tiamat is 9,000 feet long. 9,000 feet long. And when you mention in voodoo or voodoo, that energy is connected to Tiamat. It's connected to Mami Wata. It's connected to Yemoja. It's connected to the mermaids. I mean, I'm telling y'all, it sounds so crazy, but I'm letting y'all know it's real. But yet, these wolves in sheep's clothing, they know it, so they're trying to come after the people whose energy is going through the awakening. Back to that, because they know what time it is. They need the energy from you all. Y'all that's going through the awakenings. Let me tell you, Bailey Smith is old. I got a question for you. Exactly. Bailey Smith, I have a question for you. Do you get premonitions, visions? Do you get premonitions, visions? Do you get do you see things spiritually that you can't really explain to anybody? Because now it's time to start asking you the questions and see something with you. Okay? You don't have to be shy about it. Everybody that watch the channel, they be observing. You know, the mods, everybody. That's why I'm asking you. Do you get like premonitions, visions, and all of that? Because you're saying you're native, and I'm about to just, I need to like know more about you. Okay, what do you get? The premonition part, visions, you name them. We need to see the names so we can go ahead and details about certain things. Because this is why I said you need to look into your bloodline to find out what nationalities you have in your DNA. Because over here, we literally try to break down on who they're connected to or what nation is connected to, if that make any sense. Far as far as the original inhabitants of the planet. Get what I'm saying? In the begin, because this is a part of what is written. You got me? Um, so I'm just waiting for you to let us know what kind of you have. Do you get the visions? Everything that I said. Just name what you get, so I can also help you along the way. With so just go ahead and do it before I get off of here. I need to know what's going on so we can get things moving. But keep your eyes and ears open. You're right. The paper money won't last forever, but that's how they work. A lot of them, and also they feed off your loosh. They feed off the etheric body, the etheric energy, the etheric body of yours to have that energy. They feed off of that. That's connected to the kundalini. These wolves feast off of that. You'd be surprised on how many of them it is, and a lot of them, know it or not, they're in and controlled by what you call the Vatican. Okay, they feast off of that energy, that illusion. They feed off it by bringing fear, all of that. They'll bring all these catastrophes in life to feast off of that too. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm not here to bring fear. I'm letting y'all know what's up. I can't say too much on here on YouTube. That's why eventually I'm gonna create what's already created. I have to go ahead and make sure I get the Rumble account running. So if y'all want to go on Rumble, I can go into full details about that, if that make any sense. But that Rumble channel is two of them. One with yours truly, and also one that's going to have me, yours truly, and also some of the brothers that yours truly talk to outside of YouTube, and some of the women. Okay, um, when they're ready. So I knew it was something. The Kundalini, listen, the Kundalini is connected to the X chromosome. Okay, this is why I told you to find more about your bloodline. That's gonna be your homework. Okay, find out more about your bloodline, and then when we come back on here, you come on here and you say, "Hey, bro, I found out this, and this in my bloodline." And what I can do, I can help along with some of the mods, help you find a connection to who that particular bloodline belong to. You see what I'm saying? Because there's a reason why you're having that Kundalini awakening. That X chromosome is the divine feminine energy. The X chromosome is connected to the Eve gene. The Eve gene is directly connected to copper colored the copper colored woman who they call Angel Eve. Okay, that same Kundalini energy is also connected to Tiamat. Who is Tiamat? The dragon serpent that they've been talking about on TikTok and so on. That's underwater. That's 9,000 feet long. I think that's how long she is. Okay, that Kundalini is directly connected to her. Tiamat is one of her 10,000 names. Okay, notice I said one of her 10,000 names and 10,000 titles. You got what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because now you're going to do an elevation process now. Does that make any sense? Directly connected to that particular uh, being that's in those waters. I think her head is it at the Caribbean, I think. So they and a brother named Asila Dukatir said that she's real, and that when she finally fully awakened, she's going to get rid of everything that is not natural to the planet. That's what he said. Um, and by your Kundalini awakening, that means that you're on a certain frequency. So you cannot let go of that frequency. Stay on that frequency. Balance yourself out. When I say we're being judged by my At, that is the deity in Kemetic teachings that holds the scales where your heart is weighed by the feather. You understand? That's where we are. That's what's going on. So you have to keep yourself balanced. And I see that they might be buffering me because they don't want this information out. I can tell you that right now. They do everything to this channel to stop it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Um, let me see. During your Kundalini awakening, you started having visions. You started seeing the spiritual realm a little different. That's why you need to find out that DNA that was your actual bloodline. Okay, but back to the matter at hand. Keep your eyes and ears open away from them wolves, because they about to start beefing with each other. Heavy. Okay, you're gonna start seeing a lot of spiritualists that claim to be spiritualists really beefing. Those that claim to be spiritualists. Um, let me see. See if there's anything else. I can't think about nothing else right now. But just keep, because these wolves are real. And barely by you being down there in Louisiana, I know you heard about the werewolf activity down there. If you haven't, um, they said that that werewolf thing is a curse that was given to put on people. And the only way they can get out of it is through death or passing that down to somebody. Okay, so there's a lot of things that's going on that they're not talking about in the news media because they just keeping everybody asleep. But there are different beings on this planet, different creatures that's on this planet. Everything that's going on is going to start coming out. Now, since the vibrations of people are starting to go higher, they're going to start seeing things. You're also going to start seeing the truth and the real I, should I say image, or no, their true form. You're going to start seeing people's true form. Like seriously. And you're going to be able to see their auras. So a lot of times people want to start seeing the auras of people, and these werewolves, what they do, these energy werewolves, what they do, or wolves, what they do, they feast off of people whose aura is very powerful. If you don't have an auric field, they feast off of you. Do you understand? They feast off of you if you don't know how to create an auric field. It's real simple. Okay? To create an auric field, you go ahead into a meditation. Visualize a color. Visualize a color, but before anything, when you visualize that color, make sure you take your deep breaths as many times as you want or that you need. Visualize a color that you can use for protection. When you're out, when you're out, they cannot penetrate it. You understand? But one of the main things I would use for protection, as far as auric field, I would think about the color purple. That's what I would use. Um, I would not use the color red unless I'm getting ready to go to war. You get me? Um, but I would use the color purple, yellow. That's what I would use. Whatever y'all want to use, that's what you want to use, okay? But make sure your thoughts are clear on what you want that color to do for you. And you meditate it and you speak it to existence. And then after you do that, after you take your deep breaths and you meditate on see the color that you want to use, then you open up your eyes slowly, and you keep that thought in mind. And I guarantee you, it'll work every day. You'll feel that particular auric field around you. Um, that's what I want to share with you. So y'all just need to know how to protect yourselves out there. Get talismans if you can. You can get an Egyptian ankh, a talisman, something for protection. Say a prayer over it. You can get a ring, an ankh ring, whatever. Say a prayer over it. You got it. You understand? So you can also recharge it in the sun. When the sun is out, put it at the window. Put it back on. Let me see. That's pretty much it, y'all. Be careful with these daggone wolves out here. I love all of y'all. Damn. I got about to get off here. You just said my own family after me. God damn. What the heck? You see what? Man. That's them wolves, man. That's them wolves. I'm trying to tell you. God damn. I'm about to get off here and say the closing, God dang. That came out of nowhere. Damn. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing how the way that just came out of nowhere. You just blatantly said, my own family after me. Like, what the, like, damn. Like, damn, because I'm about to say the closing, and you just came out of nowhere, like, my own family after me. Like, damn. Like, whew. That tells you a lot, though. That tells you the power that you have. You the black sheep of your family, bruh. You the black sheep of your family, dog. Like, that's what it is. You are the black sheep. You are the one that have to break the family. That's what it is. You gotta break the family curses. You the one. You the Neo of your family. That's what I'm gonna tell you that right now. You the Neo of your family. You better keep yourself distant. Love them. Look, love them a mile away. Best to be on the phone. You can't be on the phone with them. I'm telling you, this is the type of energy that's out here, y'all. What Bailey just now said. Okay, that's the kind of energy we got out here. Okay, family will turn on you, and you'll start seeing wolves in sheep's clothing from family members too. You be like, oh snap, what the hell going on? They come at you. Okay. But you got to keep in mind, you're the one that's going to break the family curse when you're born into a family like that, y'all. You are the one. Just like you on the same journey, which will make it a great thing. You know, y'all can do it together if you do. But otherwise, we try to make this channel be a place for home for everybody as much. But we put enough information out there to let everybody know that where we stand on, and we got to be positive. Keep y'all vibrations up, but protect your energy. Please protect your etheric body. Protect yourself from these wolves. No problem, beloved. You take care. All right. Um, y'all take care on y'all journey. Every last one of y'all. Keep your eyes and ears open. Please don't let these wolves get the best of y'all. Okay? Don't let these wolves get the best of you. Protect yourself. Like I said, get a talisman if you have to. Get a talisman. Get your birthstone. Whatever your birthstone is, get that. Get a ring made out of it or a necklace, bracelet, or something. Protect yourself. Because these things are out here. All right? On that note, love, peace, light, darkness, supreme balance, which is the yin and yang, which is the divine feminine, masculine, to bring forth supreme balance, like I said before. May the primordial mother, the ancestors of creation, the ancestral spirits of creation, the archangels and angels protect you and yours on your journey. It is your little big brother, Nega Dezo, also known as Green Light Cosmic Angel Fire. I love all of y'all. Take care and always keep your vibrations high. Keep on showing divine love. Be firm, not hateful. Be firm. Because we are now into the order of Tiamat now. All right? I said the order of Tiamat, I mean the order of Mayat, my bad. Still a little sleepy. The order of Mayat. And we also dealing with the energy of Tiamat now. Okay? Y'all take care and be safe.